noticed by now that I am still posting my lives, my daily read live, or excuse me, taped. And this is a little different. I noticed that on my there we go. Okay, let people get on there. This doesn't want to balance. I don't know why. It's kind of funky. It's kind of funky. Let's see. Let's move that around just a little bit. I probably should have went on my computer instead, right? Okay. So blessings to everybody, and it's very on my live. They'll come on. So I'm a little bit late today. I'm usually on right away. So blessings to everybody. So hi guys. I always do a few lives, readings, but I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about what people perceive about, so that you understand about positivity. It's all in your viewpoint. And I'm a really super positive reader, and I got somebody accusing me of being so negative it made her cry. And I'm like, why? Because I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But when they come from the other side, and I am a medium, and you get messages from your family saying you should do this or do that, and that you want to win the lotto, and when I say you're not going to win the lotto, and you cry, I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not being negative. That's being real. There's a difference between a negative, an optimist and a realist. I'm being real. I'm being in a positive spin. I'm a very positive person. I'm a Sag. Sages have a tendency to be very optimistic. I'm very optimistic. I always try to see the best in everything. Matter of fact, I've been thinking a lot about this, why I am the way I am. And I am a potential person. I look at your, good morning. I look at your potential. I always have. That's the way I also have been a teacher for 31 years. And I always see the best that you should be. Now, that's what's so interesting. I had somebody ask me, you get up early. Okay, Divergent Heart, where are you? Anyway, and why do I get up early? Because the potential for a great day is there. And I'm such a potential person. I'm into the potential of things. I love to collect boxes. Now, I don't know why, but you know why? I finally figured it out. It's got, what potential does that box have? What could it hold? What could I do with it? I'm also kind of a junk collector a little bit. As an art teacher, I've been collecting junk for gazillion years, What can I do with that? No, don't throw it away yet. I mean, I'm not a hoarder, but I'm like, oh, no, it's got such potential. What could we do with it? So maybe you guys should just be thinking about that. What do you have that in you? That potential thing? Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks, Ashley. What potential do you have? What potential could you see in others? I always see your highest potential. That's kind of when you call for a reading. Matter of fact, I do have some appointments. I think I've only got 2 so far this week, today. I usually have up to 5 or 6. I don't try to do more than that, by the way. Anyway, what is your highest potential? What could you and should you be doing? And sometimes people don't like to hear it. They don't like to hear that, that this thing you've been, this relationship you've been with, I'm not going to say a single word, but have you changed? Are you a different person? Are you out of your alignment of what you're really supposed to be doing? Just a question. See how people can perceive that as negative? But it's not negative. Okay? And I just want you guys to understand that. What are my fees? My fees are, one question is $20. 15 minutes is $35. Half hour is $70, and an hour is $125. But it's a whole hour, so it includes, and all my mediumship. I had somebody say to me, I'm expensive. Well, I'll tell you what. There's some people that I'm not even a half. I've been doing this 25 years, guys. And you get what you pay for. I'm sorry, but we've got 16-year-olds with $5 readings. And fine, go to them. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want something that I guarantee my mediumship. Now, I had somebody that just cute, that I want my money back. I thought I was thank you, Sarah. I try to keep them affordable. I don't want to go overboard. Now, sometimes if you're watching me, I'll have specials. And I appreciate anything everybody gets me. And if by the way, if TikTok, if you want to, and I just had some people send me a cup of coffee. It's buymeacoffee.com, and it's enchantedskye. If you go on there, you can donate me $5, a $5 cup of coffee. I'm also on Cash App. It's all on my profile. Anyway, because I do this for free. I do 40 of these a month. Now 40 readings on YouTube. So join me, and please hit like and subscribe, you guys. I'm trying to get to 30,000. If I get to 30,000, I end up with more benefits. So I'm trying really hard. So please join me, follow me. Anyway, you get, I don't know what else to say. I try really hard not to be too expensive. So, I do offer a lot of specials where last week was 30% off. So every once in a while, if you're watching me, I'll say, well, just today, I'm this off. Well, right now I'm not. But I am live tonight, and I don't have my class next Wednesday, but if you want to join my class, it's only $22 a month, and I'm teaching tarot. I'm teaching you everything I know for $22 a month. My next thing is runes. I refuse to be way too expensive. So I had a lady that tried to charge me almost $500 to learn tarot. And I said to her, I was like, I'm sorry, but I probably know more than you do. And that's fine. What's your bottom line? What's your bottom line, guys? I have bills to pay. And that, as long as my horses are fed, my dogs, my cats, my chickens are fed, I'm good. So that's and my bills are paid. I don't want to be rich. That isn't the point of the whole thing. Okay. I do want a health center. However, what I am trying to do is trying to develop a following to help me get my health center. I'm going to buy some property. I'm going to make a meditation area, meditation studio, whatever I got to do out in the country. Maybe even I'm a huge environmentalist. I will be probably taking care of the land and being a land steward. It might go through a land grant where I've got acreage where we're letting all the animals roam, and it's all organic. I'm tempted. I've been tempted myself to do non-organic myself. I'm having some problems with weeds. I've got a certain weed that's so toxic I'm ready to treat it, and I just know I'm organic. No. So anyway, with that said, we can't hear you and me anymore. You can't hear me. Oh, it went down. I am so sorry. I have no idea why it did that. Sometimes these cameras do whatever they want. There, you should be able to hear me now, though. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thank you for following. Sorry. Okay. Doctor and card reading should be incubus here. Well, you can hear me. Well, to be honest, I'm getting my PhD, so I guess I will have my doctor. So doctors and card readers, yes, you can get your PhD in metaphysics, and I'm getting it in metaphysical counseling. So I actually got to pull my stuff out and work on it. I've been kind of lazy about it. So yeah. Anyway, all right, it's no longer muted. Okay, yeah, I thought so. Hi everybody. You know what? For some reason my my sound button went down. So they're playing with me, right? They're playing with me. Okay. Thank you guys. And I am going to take questions. I only take a couple, and I'm only on here lives from Monday. I've decided I'm going to back down from a little bit. I'm only going to do like maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays live, because I'm on a live a lot. And like I said, but there's a reason. I'm trying to get to 30,000. If I get to 30,000 on my YouTube, so TikTokers join my YouTube, then I get to teach classes directly off of YouTube, and you can just press a button and you can join a class. It's not so complicated. Because right now you have to go off on, if you do go on Buy Me a Coffee, you can join me, $22 a month. I've only got a limit of 20 people. I'm already halfway there. So yeah. All right. Yes, taking care of me is absolutely right. I thank you. I agree. Will my husband and Frank receive a call today that we're hired for the job? It's either later in the day or tomorrow. Okay. Lorene, did your mother have kind of a middle brown hair and it was kind of short? Get back to me, because there's somebody coming through like that. I want to say lighter colored eyes. She was really sweet. Like she wasn't real boisterous. She was just kind of a little bit easier going also. Because if it's not your mother, it's maybe your grandmother. I'm not sure. It's somebody. So get back to me on that. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you, I have somebody arguing with me on Facebook that a million people have joined the Republican Party just in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, but 5 million have joined the Democratic Party, and they're all breaking off into progressives. Anyway, I think about this. I want you to think about this. So we've got the abortion. We've got what's to say they don't start attacking me for my freedom of religion, because I don't believe exactly like the standard Republicans do. I want you guys to really, really, truly think about that. Okay? Because it's scary. Because it's 50 years ago, my friend was a practicing, she did this, and the police came and arrested her. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not kidding. I want you to think about how serious all of this is. We're not playing games anymore. But I do predict, and if you've been watching my predictions, we will win. You're going to see a huge change in this country for the better. And it's going to have to go through some really, really not such good stuff. And I've been predicting 4 years. I didn't understand why, but I see now why. And in January, I made a huge amount of predictions on my podcast, Metaphysical Meanderings, which you can find anywhere. You can go and find that on Google Podcasts, Spotify, or any of that. Metaphysical Meanderings, got sunflowers. Anyway, I'm telling you that because of the age of Aquarius, we can't go backwards. So this is a bloop in the road where they're trying to keep control, and they know they're losing it, because there will be no control. There will be no dogma in the age of Aquarius, and we've started. And so this is backlash. It will quit, but it does scare me. I want you to know that. Okay. So please follow me. Yes, I'll take some questions. Just some things to think about. I'm kind of, every time I'm on here, I give you something to think about. What's your potential? Have you met your potential? What is the potential that you need to be doing? This is my potential. By the way, I just got a slow start. I've talked to this about other people. I taught for 31 years as an art teacher. And I always say, well, I guess I wasted my time. And I did not. I had a couple of kids. Until you get to a point where you're driving up to a store and you meet a college kid that said, oh my God, it's Mrs. Hartgraves. What's up? I want you to know what a difference you made in my life. And that you not just had a couple people say that, but you had many people say that. Then you know your life has not been wasted. But my potential, and in my chart of astrology, it says I have a long life of doing this. And what I do is metaphysical counseling, guys. All right? So, yes, I answer questions, but more than anything, it's almost like a therapy session. And if you've not called me and talked to me, you would understand that, because I do have a background in psychology. I have my master's degree in special education with a concentration in counseling. So, and psychology. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm having a hard time today with the scrolling. I'm not seeing so many scrolls. So hold on. Good to hear. Good. I know you're scared too, Carlos. I know I think we're all scared. No, somebody said, don't you dare think you wasted your time. No, it just goes through your mind. It's just a normal human thing. Like, did I waste my time teaching all those years, going through stress and actually kind of ruining my body from stress? And 31 years of it, it's the most stressful job that's there, is teaching. And yeah. Let's see. Okay, a couple questions. Will you open your business this year? No, next year. Be careful. Watching. I want to say there might be grants or loans or something like really low. They're going to offer more something to you. Be watching. You are going to get some type of grant, loan, something. Okay. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Yes, that's what I try to do. I think that's when I do a reading for you, I try to make you think. I refuse to tell you what to do. There's some of these psychics out there. You need to leave him, or you need to do this. No, I can't. Honestly, I get readings too. I'm gonna be honest, because I can't read for myself. It's hard to read for yourself because you're so emotionally involved. So what I do is I will say, this is way it's going. What are you going to do about it? Okay. So you can see how somebody would say that was a negative reading. Because I'm going to tell you, because Pluto's in Scorpio, and I told this to this lady and she just freaked out about it. I said, no, if you don't do something about your transformation and what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to be done for you. It may not be pleasant. That is the truth of the astrology of Scorpio and Pluto in Scorpio. I'm sorry, it's true. Sorry, I mean, I'm being real. It's, you know what I'm saying? I am a medium. Yes, I am a medium. That's my main, everybody has a tool in a certain way. Now I can use cards and you guys can see me on, my dailies. I don't need cards. Those cards are just, and by the way, there's nothing magical. There's nothing evil about cards. What these cards are is psychological. And what is also going on in time. This is E equals MC squared stuff, guys. That's all this is. There's nothing magical. There's nothing, evil or devil or it's all psychological and time. We're going to discover a lot more as we go about time and how to time jump. That is exactly what I'm doing when I'm reading for you, is time jumping. And I'm jumping to another dimension because I'm a medium. I've learned how to do it. That's all. Okay? Everybody says it's a talent. Yes, it is. But it's also honed skill. And you know what else I found out? This is very interesting for you guys. Is that when you first call me and I'll be trying to pull names. And I can't quite get them. And then as we go on the reading, I'll get the name. I think what I'm literally doing is it's like a dial on a radio where you're like, it's a frequency thing. Like I've gotten into your frequency and then I can hear clearly because that happened the other day. Could not hear the person's name for that. And then all of a sudden I said, who's so-and-so? Oh yeah, that's who we're talking about. I'm like, okay. So yeah. All right. Will your father's family accept me? They are really, why are they so nasty? I feel like there's one certain person for you. Okay? Is it Talon? There's one certain person that's a little bit older that's the big troublemaker, by the way. And there's also a male involved. But it's not, I want to say they're a little younger. They're spreading falsehoods, rumors. They're trouble. This one person's a troublemaker, and if you can kind of figure out who that is, I think you can bypass this. And yes, you'll be okay if you can figure out who I'm talking about. Okay. Sissy, is your marriage going to be okay? You have to go for if you're not going to go for counseling, no. But if you agree for counseling, there's something going on with your spouse that I don't know if there's some type of trauma. There's some type of trauma that this person's been through. Okay, and sassy. He's taking, it's like he's projecting. I don't know if you know what that means. Projecting means to, like, it's really you, all about you, but you're taking it out on everybody else and you make it look like it's, like there's another issue, but you're taking it on, making it look like it's something else. So really you're talking about yourself. There's a very wise woman that I know that is a Native American. I'm very, very drawn to Native American culture. And she always used to tell me, always consider the speaker. Always consider, because it's really it's all about them, not about you. So the next time somebody's judging you, saying you're fat, you're this or that, remember it's all about them. Remember that. And that's a hard thing to accept. It's a hard thing to process. But once you start realizing and looking, you'll see it right. It's true. Okay. You need some insight on your career path. Now, are you into computers? Is it Nui? New year, new crisis. Okay. There's something to technology. Are you like really good at that, or are you going to be doing it in your job? It's something to do with technology. I don't quite understand all that. So, is it possibly graphic arts? I see you with the pen. The pen that that you can write on your computer with. I don't know why. I see that. Okay. I also see games. Gaming. A gamer? Are you a gamer? There's something else about that too. Okay. Now remember, whatever questions you ask, you guys have to be specific. Now, my YouTubers are my big followers. They always are, really. They understand what I do. You guys do not necessarily understand on TikTok because you don't know me as well. But you have to be very specific. Now, my podcast has 1 million live watchers. Well, honestly, more like 750. But still, it's a very large podcast. And there's that much energy rolling. And I'm like, so what you need is to be very specific and to the point about your question. Okay, and it's just easier for me to answer. Okay, all right. Damon, will you get your unemployment form back? No, not today. Sorry. The 4 Agreements. That book changed my mindset on life. Sarah, you know what? The 4 Agreements. I'll write that down. I always say, and by the way, all right, this is for Damon. She wanted to know why I don't wear new earrings and different. I have thousands of earrings, and I've always worn them at school. And I always usually sit here not looking like me. What you see right now is me. This looks like what I would wear if I were at school, out in the public, blah, blah, blah. These are actual butterfly wings. Now, they are not taken from a live butterfly. It's after the butterfly is passed, and then the money is used for butterfly research and a butterfly arboretum. So, see, aren't they pretty? So, just to let you guys know. All right. Megan. Okay. It's not sure. I'm trying really hard to get it's hard to read them. They're very small. Is your mother, would she have had really dark hair? There's somebody around you with really dark hair and it's short. Dark eyes. Small build. Female. Okay. I want to say there's a possible Kathy, Catherine, Carrie, Katie. There's a name like that around you also. Okay. So, thank you. Oh, a squash blossom. Yes. You know what? I own 3 and I got them in the 90s. And I thought, I paid maybe $100 for them, 150, 100, I think I paid 125. Those darn things are $1,000 now. I'm like, and it's well made. Matter of fact, I'll wear it for you one day. Okay. Because I do wear that stuff. So what you see is how I'm like, after this, I'm going out to go to the store. So a lot of times you just don't see me as me. This is me. So yeah, with all the jewelry, I very much appreciate people who make nice jewelry. I did receive a beautiful necklace from, her name is Damon, and I'm not wearing it right now because I got to replace one of the loops. I caught it on something and I'm going to have to put a new loop on it. But it's really pretty. So I appreciate the art of it. You have to understand, remember, I'm an art teacher. I always want, what can you create? What can you do? What's your potential, right? Everybody's got creativity. I don't care what anybody says. Everybody's like, I can't draw, I can't paint. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I don't want to hear about it. Maybe your talent is colors. Maybe you're really super good at picking the right colors and making it look good. Maybe you're good with pattern. Maybe you're good with structure, form. There's so many different ways to be artistic. Maybe you're a great writer and you're great with the words. Maybe you're just good with words. I've met people like that. And here's an interesting thing. An empathic gift is also for numbers. A lot of people don't know that. That if you didn't know, I haven't watched my episode of my podcast where I talk about the empathic gifts. One is the ability to just, how somebody walks up and goes, I bet that's $7,500. I bet $749.43. And they're exactly right. That's an empathic gift to be able to work with numbers well. Trust me, it is. People don't give it, we don't give enough credit to some of these talents. We need to be looking at that computer skills are talent. Any of this, logic skills are talent. The talent to be well organized, it's a talent. I'm telling you, we don't give enough credit to it. We need to. Okay. All right. So let's take a couple more questions, and then I'm going to be off here because I'm only on for 30 minutes. So when will your daughter decide your grandson's name? Right at the end, right? Like almost the day it's born, he's born. I want to say she's going back and forth between two of them. And that is Carol. One, and there might be another name that she's decided that she's heard recently that she decides, like Carson or Kaysen. It's like a more trendier name, something like that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you're going to get, don't worry, Damon. I've been telling you not to worry. I want to say you should, Thursday or Friday. Something significant for you there. Okay. Hi, Solig. The christening and first birthday for the grandbaby, what twins went well. I told you it was going to go well. I told you, you don't realize that there are good things happening for you. And I know you get frustrated, but look at how far you've come already, Solig. I know, you guys have to know, I know some of these people personally. Like what happens is you guys do understand that when you come back to the same person over and over for advice and just to talk to me, that I end up being part of your chart. You do understand that, right? That ends up being that I know you personally. I know things. I mean, I light candles for people. I say prayers for people. I do all of that. So just let you guys know, okay? So this is a community. If you guys don't understand, that's why I want you to follow. I'm trying to develop here something where everybody can come and just hang out and not be judged and not be unaccepted, because I know what it's like to be ostracized. I know I'm different. I know that. And I'm also an 8. So if you guys don't know what a power number is, add your birth date together and make one number. I'm an 8. I'm very powerful by accident. It's like, and a lot of people don't like very powerful women. I'm sure you can feel it, the energy off of me. I don't do it on purpose. It's just the way it is. And so and it's mostly women who they just do. I've been bullied. And I get it. And we need to have a place where we can all go and everybody's accepted and everybody's welcome. That simple. Okay. Thank you guys. If you guys are interested and you would like to donate, because I do tons of these and I'm doing them for free. I'm also, please join me on YouTube, because my YouTube I have about 40 readings a month that I do for free. Just for a general, what's going to happen for the month. So, if you want anything more detailed, call me or just text me or email me. Some people go to enchantedskye.com and then they'll say, hey, I want a reading. Just go then to services. Services is where all my readings are. We're all redoing that, the podcast the website. So, okay. Good for you. You having a girl. Oh, she's going to be so spoiled. And by the way, she's going to look a lot like, almost identical to either you or your mother. Like identical to somebody in the family. Like striking. Like, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we get. Hi, guys. Will I have a good job in Canada once I get my residency? Am I still waiting on it? Can you tell me when that's going to come? Yen, I want to say September, October. I heard that. And I remember I channel and they tell me stuff. I'm clairaudient, clairvoyant. So that's how I work. That's how I roll. And I heard September. Okay. All right. Will there be a decision with unemployment this week? Okay. You need to call them. So because you need to push that forward. I want to say something may be happening next week. Okay. With papers, something to do with papers. I don't know if you're going to you get something in the mail? I feel like there's something like that. Okay. Will you meet somebody romantically when you move to Florida? Oh, you betcha. That's a Wisconsin thing. You betcha. I didn't notice. I didn't realize I said that all the time. It is. It's a upper Midwestern. It's like Minnesota, Iowa, Michigan, Wisconsin. I'm told I have an accent. I have a Wisconsin accent, or Chicago. It's a Chicago accent more because my husband's from Chicago. So, yeah. Anyway, because I used to live in Chicago, but then I lived in Wisconsin, so I lived in La Crosse, and so I got kind of a blend. So yeah. And if you don't say Wisconsin right, it drives me crazy. But it's Wisconsin. That's the way you're supposed to say it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you guys really appreciate what I do, all I'm doing is when I get, I pay my bills for the month. This is what I am literally doing. I pay my bills, make sure everything's balanced. I do have a small pension coming. And then what I do is I take that and put it in the bank, and I keep putting it in the bank. And I'm trying to build up a nice chunk of change. I'm going to buy land. You guys think I'm kidding, and I'm not. Right now, I'm looking at the Wisconsin Dells. Now, anybody knows Wisconsin Dells is gorgeous. And I'm looking towards Devil's Lake and Pewett's Nest. There's a waterfall there. I want to buy something around there. And I can still find land fairly cheap. So I told you, that's what's going to happen. I know it. I've already kind of see it in the chart. So, yeah. So anyway, will your deals pay out soon? Yes, very soon, the next day or two. Okay. Why did your dog have to pass away the time that she did? Now, was this, I'm picking up, I'm not sure, K-Bon TikTok. Okay. Do you ever have I don't know why of late, but I've been seeing really dark colored dogs. Did you have one in your background at some point? Because I'm seeing on the other side and I'm looking. Now, was this dog smaller? And there's also one that's a little smaller, that's fluffier. Now, remember that this could be anybody's dog. And I know that's crazy, but I have had where I've had neighbors' dogs come through in readings. But there's a smaller one, and then there's a darker colored one, like a lab or maybe a German Shepherd, but it's kind of a darker color. Okay, tell me if I'm right. Okay, because what I do is I just, because there's so much energy, that's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm feeling, that's what I'm hearing. So okay, Jemima, and will me and my husband's oil business work out? Yeah, Jemima, I see you. How long you been married? I see you at least 5 years from now and married. So it depends. What do you mean? Will it work out? You're gonna be married forever and you're gonna die together, or you're gonna be married for a long time? Everybody's got a different attitude about that. So, will it be happy? That's the question, right? More than anything. Okay, I want you to understand that one. All right. What does mom want us to do about her estate? She doesn't care. She actually, is there a certain person, Annika? Is that Annika? Or is it Anika? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. That she would there's somebody that's struggling in the family. She would just give most of it to, or give it to a, it's either that or give it to a non-for-profit or something. She wants to give a chunk of change to somebody that needs it. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm picking up. Okay. So one more question. I've been on here 33 minutes. So, okay. I have things to do. Remember, if you guys don't know me, I'm a gardener. I raise horses. I'm an artist. I paint. I do a little bit of everything, right? I'm taking a stained glass class, and didn't turn out quite as way I wanted it, but it's okay. It was one of my first projects. It's a big owl, but I don't like how I did the eyes. I'll have to show you guys when I get done with it. Will you win your lawsuit? Yes. Okay, one more question. Hi, does S love you? Yes. He views that he wants a future with you. But there's somebody might be coming in the way. I don't know if it's an ex or it's a mother. There's somebody in the way with that. Okay. So just be cautious and proceeding forward. I just feel like they're going to be causing trouble. Okay. Everybody take care. Make it a great day. I'm going to go about my business. I have to I'm setting out a new garden. So you guys, if you guys do know, I garden a lot. I am a master gardener on top of everything else. And I'm setting out my new hostas. I have 15 to 1800 types of hostas in my yard. So, all right. Blessings to everybody.